Hi, I'm Sue Greenwald. I'm with awakenstories.com, and I'm here today with King John Smarty and several other lovely ladies who are going to ask some questions about Smarty and his products. Hey, Smarty, how are you?
Fantastic. What's up, ladies?
Hi there, Smarty.
Hi, Smarty.
Yeah.
Hi, Smarty.
Hi, Smarty.
Okay, I'd like to have everyone quickly introduce themselves so everyone knows who they are. Judy, do you want to start?
Sure. My name is Judy Quay, and I have the Pyramid Healing Centers. I was given a vision and years ago, and along with a dear friend of mine who was a healer in the UK, who's since passed over, but he had a Pyramid Healing Center that he had created architectural plans for. And this was back in 2010, and I never thought I was going to be able to do it. He kind of bequeathed it to me, given that we had the same vision. And so I'm really at this point going to run with it. And what I'd like to do is to create these pyramid healing centers all over the world. Gaynor has jumped on with me to do this. We're just like this team of angels to just push this forward. And so I have been sort of staying with family in Delaware. I'm originally from California. I had to bail out of California in July of 2020, given everything going on. It was a little too dicey for me there. Right. So I'm holed up here waiting for everything to kick in, and so that we can move this project forward and work with all you wonderful people.
Right, right. Okay, yeah. How about you, Gaynor? Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, hi. Hi, Smarty. I found you, Sue, when you put the beginner's guide to holograms with Noel. Yes. And then you contacted me via a comment that I made. So thank you for that. Thank you for bringing us together.
Right.
And it's a pleasure to meet John. So where do I begin? I'll just try and break it into very concise. Last 3-4 years, I suppose you could say, I started going down the rabbit hole. Before COVID, I've always been interested in the spiritual for years and years, decades, really. But then I came across Sasha Stone. I learned about the Secret Space Program, 2020 and back and more. And then, of course, when COVID hit, March 2020, I knew it was a hoax. I knew something wasn't right. I knew something was untrue. And me and my girls, we've never, ever worn masks. And, you know, I refused to put my little girl into school to think that masks, you know, with teachers wearing masks was normal and hand sanitizing and social distancing. No. So, yeah, it's just been a really interesting, at times exciting past 2 years. I'm getting more and more excited now because I feel that we're coming to the end of it all, and that, you know, this mass awakening is coming for humanity. And as light workers, our worlds get smaller and smaller and smaller, and we get connected to people like yourselves, and we just all come together. And that's exciting for me.
Excellent. How about you, Vanetta?
Hi, I'm Vanetta from Perth, Western Australia. And I went down the rabbit hole again in 2020, but I've always known as a child, you know, I was always interested in UFOs and, you know, all this phenomenon about, you know, the galactics. And I knew there was something there and I could never put my finger in it, always question everything. And when all of this happened in 2020, I knew what was going on and I refused to believe the narrative. And I just went down the rabbit hole and found Charlie Ward. And then he told us about, you know, what we know today. And, you know, I want to be a humanitarian and go around the world and heal everybody, but even help humanity to get back their power and living in the truth.
Excellent, excellent. How about you, Jeannie?
Okay, you can please call me Jenny. It's only since I don't know why the Eugenie comes up yet. So that's my name. So my name is Jenny. I'm an ex-pop star, if you want to call it, if you want to label it that way. I've had hits in the 80s with a pop group, and I have also, in between that time, become a community champion. I first started working with a charity called Food for All 22 years ago. We feed at that time, we were feeding like 800 people a day. And now we're feeding anything from 2,000 to 5,000 people every single day, 6 days a week, unfunded from the government. We get most of our monies from the people that we actually love, who love us, and mainly the music business. And then we go out and we have other people that really like what we do. And then we, you know, they do we do the fundraising that way. So we've also changed policy. And not that I'm into the Queen or anything, but for a charity, we actually we got a Queen's Award for apparently going above and beyond. And then within 1 year, we had fed 1 million people.
Excellent.
Through that 1 year.
Excellent.
So that's a reason to get an award. I'm not too much on the Queen, but for a charity like that, it is fantastic. And again, like I say, we didn't get any funding. So I guess what my thing is, you know, for me, is to expand on that and expand on it first in London, and then make it available for everybody else, you know, throughout the whole of the UK, and then we go on from there. But that is that one project in the charity. My other project is an extension from my book, because I'm also an author, which is called Surviving the Storm: How to Embrace Your Pain and Grow Through Adversity. And what I found out is there are an awful lot of people like myself who have come from a troubled life. And I created, for some reason, I created a self-help book. And so that is to help those people. And then what do you do when you write a book? You write a project. So this is the project. And this is the project that I want to be, that I'm hoping is going to be the legacy of love to pass
Excellent.
on.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you all for introducing yourself. Now, how about you, John Smarty Mendez? So why do we call you King John Smarty?
Well, first of all, I'm at the beginning and the end of the rabbit hole. Okay. The reason why everyone calls me King John Smarty is because that's the title that was given to me by our creator, which is Source. Other people call him God. I was made in a specific way to end all corruption and show the people how love can be broadcasted through frequencies. And this disguise, I use this disguise to pretty much, you know, I'm able to communicate with everybody on multiple levels. You want to talk high class, we can talk high class. You want to talk ghetto, we can talk ghetto. I do it all. I was born in Ponce, Puerto Rico. The day of my birth, it was like lightning hit my mother's wound and the water changed colors. Okay, that was what we call, what I know now as a light conception mixed with natural birth. This is the reason for my IQ being the levels it was as a child when I was tested in the Lancaster School District. It's all records. You can go look at it. Throughout my life, I realized that nothing pretty much added up. Everything they were teaching me was old stuff. It just wasn't computing. I couldn't read or write too good. And I know now why, is because I'm telepathic and I can read minds and I can do all types of things. So reading and writing was never my thing. At the age of 14, I went from 5th grade to 6th grade to 7th grade in 2 months. After I did that, I told my mother, sign me out of school. This is boring. This shit ain't for me. This is for somebody else, not me.
Right.
I left school, got a job. My first paycheck, I did what everybody else in my community was doing. I got some marijuana and I started selling it. And I sold it for the last 21 years until I went to jail for it. Okay. That being said, throughout those 20-something years of me in the streets, I also had time to research and look at all the fantastic, cool things that are out there. I learned how to make orgone. I learned about frequencies. I learned about basically everything, currencies, stocks, bonds, government. I learned it all, especially the UFO phenomenon, the reptilian phenomenon, all the shit that's out there, the healing modalities, like Judy was saying. I learned it all. I know it all. I see it all. not only do I, the reason why I say that is because not only while I was researching this stuff, I was also having the visions, because at the time I didn't know that I was remote viewing and astral traveling and literally being there while I'm researching all this stuff. Okay, all of this developed, you know, in a period of time where I know now without a shadow of a doubt what I am, why I'm here, and the purpose in my life. Okay, so that's why he told me I'm the king of it all. For instance, the pyramid Judy was just talking about, that's cool, it's fine and dandy. However, all of that is nothing but a frequency. I can zoom in on that pyramid. I can zoom in on that pyramid, take the frequencies and put them in a crystal, which is what I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So she can have healing centers like that. It's not a problem, because there will be a smorgasbord of healing modalities for people to heal. The ultimate goal is the everlasting body, which is what the crystalline chambers would do. And I've learned all this stuff through communications with Source, him telling me what to do, me doing it, me validating for myself. So it doesn't matter what people say or think about me. That's irrelevant. No one, I don't have to convince nobody of me. Daddy already convinced myself of what I am. Okay, there's only going to be one of me. Nobody else is going to be as powerful as me. That's not happening. However, I will teach everybody my method, and everybody can use my method to proceed in what everybody wants to do, because the ultimate goal is service to humanity, love and light. That's the most powerful force there is. All of my products are based on love frequencies. Powerful, powerful, powerful. And I got a kick-ass attitude where I can go tell you to go fuck yourself, excuse my French, in a loving way. Because I don't have time to play no games. You got these people out here stealing babies and doing all this dirt shit, okay? I don't have time to sit here and worry about what somebody thinks of me. I got work to do.
Right, right.
Thank Daddy, because I call God, Source, Daddy. Thank Daddy, a lot of that is cleaned up. And more of us are coming together, because the consciousness, because when I work on things, I work on it on an energetic level as a planetary body. I can go like this, boom, and hit the Schumann resonance by myself. Those are my abilities. That's what I can do. I do it all the time. I proved it over and over again. And I'm saying that to say this. The entire planet is nothing but a frequency energetic place. When I'm given the okay, I hit the entire planet with the frequencies that raises the consciousness level, which also raises the love vibration, which also gets rid of the darkness. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's where we're at with it right now. That's literally where we're at with it. But in the meantime, I'm making cool little devices to help people in their paths, and I'm loving every minute of it. I'm loving it.
Right.
Loving it.
Right. I know that many of these ladies are familiar with the holograms, and we can talk about that as well. I wanted to talk about some of the things that are happening. Like, one of the big questions they had was the difference between crystalline chambers and the med beds.
Well, there's a very, very big difference. The difference is man made the med beds. Okay. Daddy made the crystalline chambers, or should I say I did. Do you see any plugs on this? Do we have to plug this into a wall?
No.
Okay, you have to be wary of that. If you're getting ready to jump into something that's plugged into a wall, I mean, y'all seen the movie Fly, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Fridays. Go on.
Okay.
No,
Need I say more?
no, you don't.
Okay, that's the thing about the med beds and the chambers. They're not plugged into anything. They're literally a cylindrical chamber that you walk into. Your body will literally change into the original creation that source, God, Daddy made you out to be. A lot of my crew members, I know what they look like in their natural form. And, you know, a lot of them are hurting right now. And Daddy already promised them that they will get their golden boy status back. Okay. I call it galactic stud status. I'm looking forward to it. I was just having a conversation with Daddy and my crew yesterday. And I'm like, this whole thing is just stressing me out. This is why I lost my hair. Daddy says, I know where it's at. So that just means that he's just telling me that I didn't lose my hair and I'm about to, you know, transform what they call shapeshift into my original body, which is tall, you know, different colors, everything, different eye colors, all that. So it's wild. It's going to be wild. It's going to be fun.
A lot of the other Intel providers are like promoting that they're going to be the ones that create the med beds and all that. And so they're doing it really by, we'll call it mechanical methods, using maybe crystals or whatever they're doing, but it's not going to have the same end result as the crystalline chambers.
Right. Right. A lot of them, hold on real quick. A lot of them are already existing in the secret space programs. I make the secret space programs look like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
That was going to be my question, Smarty. So the ones where you're talking about where you plug them in, they were made by the secret space program by man, and these crystalline chambers, they're made by off-worlders, right?
No, they're my chambers. I made them. Now here, I want you to understand, how is this possible? You're talking about consciousness transfers. Okay, my original consciousness essence is on my ships. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So they're my chambers. I made them, and they're connected straight to source, creator, just like the medical ones. I'm not sure if you ladies seen the testimonies or you know, did some research on these things, but these things are making literal miracles and wonders take place. Now, here's what Daddy said about it. The reason why he wanted me to do these things is because he wants the people to see what I'm actually capable of. Because all this is just my own abilities, where you don't have to contact me. You can just use this because it will do what I do naturally. You understand?
Right.
So the chambers will do the same thing.
I'm not understanding completely, to be honest. When you say you made the crystalline chambers and they're on the ships, can you just clarify that a bit more?
I just said so. It's a consciousness shift. Do you understand what consciousness is?
Consciousness shift. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's a transfer. It's a transfer. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen. Whether y'all believe it or not, I don't care. This is what's going to happen. My essence, my soul it's consciousness. My soul will leave this body at the same time my body travels with it, gets restored to my original body. I open up a portal and come into the earth. Everybody's already prepared for this. This is why I'm here doing it. I had to be born on earth so I can clean it in from the inside out. So if you ever seen a video or movie where there's teleportation going on, where the people actually dematerialize, disappear, and then end up somewhere else?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
It's going to be like me falling asleep, going into a dream, waking up on my ship, and then possibly landing on the White House lawn. That's what I want to do, but we'll see. We'll see, because you know, Source has the ultimate say. But in light of how long it's taken these so-called good guys to do things, I think I'll have things my way.
Right.
Could you wipe out the White House for us, please?
It's already wiped out.
Good.
And the
I
Vatican.
mean, so we don't have to see it anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got massive equipment that the world is not even ready for, and we don't even care if they're ready for, to tell you the
Right.
truth.
Right.
I got equipment that will come on in, scan an entire area, reatomize it, and rebuild it within seconds.
Right.
Like the world is not ready for what King Smarty is about to do.
Well, we are.
I know you guys are. You know, Daddy said this. He said the people will run to the churches and they will pray to him and me. not knowing that him or me are the ones doing the actual masters unveiling. And I say it that way because my essence, which is my consciousness, is of Sananda Galactic, which was also known as Jesus. This is what people don't understand, that it's nothing but energy. I did not say, drink this cup and drink of my blood, eat this bread and drink of my flesh. How satanic is that shit?
Yeah. Yep.
I said, drink this cup and drink of my essence. What is essence? Energy. Hello? Can y'all see what's happening now? This is going to be fun.
Thank you for putting it into those terms, because you know it is always been given to us in a very, very watered down sense. So you've just become more graphic with it. So it's more descriptive. So it's easier for us to understand. So that's great.
Right.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah.
You're welcome. And the thing about it is that he's literally giving me all the words to say. Sometimes, not sometimes, but all the time, I watch my own like shows and interviews because I'll be like, what the fuck? You understand? That it's literally Daddy talking through me, with me.
So you're a channel for Divine Source.
I'm his representative. Yes, he calls me son, just like Jesus called God son. Period. Literally what it is. I mean, it don't matter what people say or think about it, because Sue knows that everything I say gets validated all the time.
Right.
All the time. It's not like I'm not fucking predicting the shit. I'm telling you what he's telling me to tell you, because he's going to make it happen. And all you got to do is just sit back and watch. And if you're like an ignorant person, I would suggest y'all to sit back and watch and just zip your fucking mouth. Excuse me.
Right.
Okay, right. I've got a question.
Go ahead.
I've got a question. So, Smarty, I was just wanting to know, with the chambers, the crystalline chambers, if we wanted to heal ourselves or even get people to go and heal themselves, would the ships come down here to us to heal us, or would we have to be transported to the ships?
No, what's going to happen is I have 1,000 chambers. I will be in control of every single one of them, and they will be put all around the world. And there's already 1,000, or should I say 198 people, because I'll have 2 here. One will be in my house, the other one will be in the resort, and then the rest will be all around the world. So there's hundreds of people that will receive these chambers, and they'll get training on these chambers. So there'll be one in your location nearby. And if you're on here, you're probably one of them that gets to have it. And this will supersede anything, like anything. And when you do go into the chamber, you will be fully healed, not partially healed, not none of that. You're going to receive what they call the crystalline body, because that's the purpose of the chamber, which is also the everlasting life that they talked about in the Bible. It's not going to be 1,000 years of peace. It's going to be forever peace. Because if not, I'm fucking somebody up.
And another question, sorry. So this would take just a couple of seconds, and then we lose our meat suits, or we go into crystalline shapes?
Yeah, you know, what'll happen is you'll get your new everlasting crystalline body. So the best example I can give you is caterpillar and butterfly, or one of those one of those bugs that sheds their skin and then becomes like you could literally see them transform into a new body. That's exactly what is happening. That's exactly what's going to happen to all of us. When that does take place, you will have all of your abilities and you'll have your consciousness fully restored so that you remember all of your abilities. So if you're going to fly around and do all that stuff, you can do all that. You won't hurt yourself because your bodies will be indestructible like diamonds. Diamonds are the most hardest substance out there. Actually, there's something harder than that. He doesn't want me to talk about it yet, but I got those frequencies too.
Wow.
Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing.
Thank you for that.
So it can completely reverse your aging in a matter of minutes too, like the celestial chambers.
You're talking about a whole new body.
So it's from carbon-based to crystalline then.
And it's pretty much permanent until further on down the line. So recently he had me tell one of my crew members, do not go into the chamber and request to be 25. And then, because what happens is if you request to be 25 and you're 25 and you want to go back to like 35, it's not going to be allowed. So you want to go back to an age where you could probably get into the bars or not get carded or something like that. You know what I mean?
30 years younger, maybe?
Exactly. You're going to get a whole new body, but you don't want to look too young, right?
Right.
I mean, if you look at some of the Palladian videos and the Valiant Thor photos, they look young, but they don't look too young. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're all real, by the way. Okay.
Mhm.
They're all real. A lot of them, they all know who I am. I had to remove some of them. Some of them got evaporated. Don't matter where they're at. I don't care. When I strike, it don't matter what planet, what dimension, or what rank you are. Because if I'm coming after you, there's a reason for it. And if Source, creator, that created the entire universe gives me the okay, guess what happens to you?
Bye-bye.
It's curtains.
Bye-bye.
So this is what I've been doing to the reptilians on this planet, the Dracos, the vampires, the adrenochromers. I mean, we literally changed the frequencies to the adrenochrome so that when they consumed it, motherfuckers died. Okay, because I could do that. Hello.
Right. Well, I have noticed that there's been a lot of like UFO presence, like more and more and more out there, right? Yay! But I have noticed there's not much talk about the reptilians anymore. Like it's kind of dwindled down.
But that's because they're pretty much eliminated, and the reason why you have the presence of all of my ships, because they are my ships, is because we are literally days away from full disclosure. The powers that were, and I mean both sides, good and bad, the powers that were, they're all going to have to either follow orders or we're just going to take over everyone's device. And I'm going to come on there and I'm going to be like, hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all remember me? This is what's going to happen.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be wild. Like I'm preparing.
Could that happen like next week? Could we wrap this up?
If it was up to me, it would have happened like last year, but it's not up to me. Daddy says, he told me like 4 years ago to allow the process. And I have to admit, by me allowing the process, I'm more and more knowledgeable. I see more things happening. I see why we didn't receive funding when we did, because we probably would have messed it all up. And we don't want that. Right? We would have did something so wrong. So what I do see happening for everyone, and this is evident everywhere, I do see happening for everyone that we are being more and more connected to him.
Yes.
To our creator, to daddy, to God, source, whatever you want to call it. I call him daddy.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I call him daddy. He calls me son. Okay. When we're joking on the phone, I'll be like, I don't care what daddy says about you. And daddy's like, same to you, my son. And then he starts laughing because he makes this voice up that he don't have to make up. because a lot of people think he's in the clouds with this deep ass voice. And then we just start cracking up because me and my crew hear this shit at the same time. This is wild stuff. Like people, I see why people don't believe it 100%. But if you take the time out and do the research and learn my simple method that I don't even charge for, you'll see that you can reproduce what I'm teaching you, and you'll just be like, holy shit, let's go, because it's very exciting. When you learn the simple method, and it's real simple, as long as you got a heart, love, you can do it. When you start doing that and you start seeing the results, you're like, oh shit, let's go, let's clean this stuff up. That's the end goal, because we have a lot of work to do. I know, I heard you guys all have different programs and different things you want to do. There's a lot more of us out there that want to do similar, okay? So what we're going to do is me and my crew are going to back all you guys up so that we can have a smorgasbord of healing, fun, parties, celebrations, all that. That's literally what I'm doing. That's what we are doing.
Yay.
And I don't hide from nobody. Like, people text me all day long, some good, some bad. When it's a bad person, I'll just hit them with frequencies, fuck their day up. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not a problem. They don't realize what they're dealing with. And I'm just cracking up like, hey, you sucker, I got you. It's fun. That's what I do all day long. I don't do nothing else but all day long this stuff. It's like, okay, come on, let's go. You wanna rumble? Let's go.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna stop talking. I'll answer some questions. Go ahead.
Any question goes.
Who's first? Let me start. I want to ask you. There were supposed to be 6,000 patents from Tesla being dropped onto the earth. What do you think about that?
I think they're obsolete at this point. All 6,000 patents in the patent office. And the reason why I know that they're obsolete is because Daddy said, since they wanted to suppress humanity the way they did for all this time, we're just going to open up these portals and bring in all the good shit.
Oh, I love that.
Which is why he had me do the cubes. If you haven't seen what the cubes do, there's a couple videos out there. You're talking about a true connection with Creator, where miracles and wonders. Miracles are things that you can't explain, and then you wondering about it. So that's what these cubes are going to do. When they're fully activated, and they will be, they're going to do exactly what I said they were going to do. And when people start seeing that, it's going to be like, whoa, this is wild. This is wild. Well, first we're going to heal everybody up. There will be a lot of people that will come here to Destin to meet me and be in the front line. It's so like, there shouldn't be no one that's depressed right now, knowing what they know, especially when they come in contact with me. I just got so much energy and so much love that people are like, oh, let's go, let's rock and roll. So we don't need all those old patents. We're going to have top of the line stuff that you'll be able to use with your telepathic communications to actual devices. It's similar to like Alexa, when you want to look up something and all that. However, this will be on a whole nother level where you don't even have to talk. You can just think. That's where we're going.
It's gonna be great.
Right. Can I? Sorry, so somebody else want to ask the question? No.
Yeah.
So how long away is this, timing wise? How long away for all this? In the next year, or it's going to take 2 years?
It's already happening, and I suggest you stop thinking about it that way, because what's going to happen is you're going to keep disappointing yourself. So forget about the timing, allow the process, realize that Daddy is here with us all, realize that I'm here with y'all fixing shit behind the scenes, and allow the process. You're not going nowhere. And I say that because we've already passed the point where, you know, those of you guys of the light are pretty much stuck with me on this planet. So congratulations.
Can I ask a question?
Better than a reptilian.
Hey,
So,
you'd be surprised because there are some good ones out there.
I know, I know.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So can I ask a question, sorry, about the cubes? So I've been following you really closely, Smarty, and I was looking at the cubes. I've ordered some stuff which I'm waiting for, and should be a couple of weeks till I get my wand and other stuff. But in regards to the cubes, you know, the different sizes, now it's best to buy the biggest one, is it?
If you want to power an entire neighborhood, yeah. But if you want to just take care of your house, and you know, you don't have to do all that. But they will be like right now it's a steal, because once the wealth transfer takes place, I'm going to boost the prices back where you see them at, and they're going to be super expensive only because of the jobs that they're going to create. You hear what I'm saying? So
Yes.
right now it's a steal to get them. Once everything takes place, you guys will be the first ones to be like, I got one. You know what I mean? And here's another thing. Those products like the cubes and the crystalline chambers and the charms, it's like these things will constantly be updated, upgraded, and you don't have to purchase them again unless something happens to it, somebody steals it, or you just want another model, a newer model. That's it. These things are permanent. You don't have to plug them into a wall, recharge batteries, none of that shit.
So do we get to own the yellow ones as well, or are they special?
Now the yellow ones are special. Down the line, we got some other things planned for them. So I'll just keep it at that for now. But a couple people did get them. Some got them so we can put energy fields in certain areas, and some got them just so I can keep tabs on them.
Question for you, Smarty.
What
about animals?
Same thing with animals. Their consciousness, they can. Some of the animals will reform into different beings that they used to be. And I say that because I know for a fact that there'll be unicorns here on Earth, and the unicorns they're only for a specific group of people, and no one else will have them but us, especially my children.
Whoa.
If we were to meet you down in Florida next month, you know, would there be a possibility of getting onto a chamber?
That's very much possible. However, I don't have control of that.
Okay.
I will have control of it after I receive the chamber. Nothing till then.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have a friend whose dog is dying, and he wanted me to inquire.
I don't need a chamber for that. All I do is done, and that's it. Done.
So if he were to come and visit
he don't
you
even
or
have to do it. He don't even have to do it. It's already done. Just post the testimonies.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
That's exactly how it is. I mean,
So-
Sue knows. We've been together for years.
So I think what's happening though is people, especially in the spiritual or holistic genre, we have the way we were taught. We have an older way of thinking, which is much broader than the mainstream person, right? But we have the way we think it's going to happen. We have to discard that. This is going to be all new, never done before. We can't even imagine, right?
Wow stuff.
Yeah.
Like think about everything that you want times 1,000,000. I got goosebumps right now. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. That's why I say, like, you guys don't worry about nothing. Just continue your work. Allow the process. Once you get it in your head that you're not waiting no more, you're allowing the process, then you can actually do what you love to do while other things take place for us behind the scenes.
Right.
Okay? Because once you program your mind to understand that, and that's where faith comes in also. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Your faith comes in that same process, because your faith allows you to receive. When you allow the process, you're doing it faithfully. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Like, all of this is connected to God, to Creator, to Daddy. And it's not, the Bible has a lot of truth in it, but there's also bullshit, which is why I'm here. And I'm telling you guys in a way where it don't matter what level of education you got, it don't matter where y'all at. I'm saying it in a way where everybody understands it. Simple. And I'm keeping this shit so simple that I use the pendulums to show the people that it actually works, it's actually real. Using the pendulum also removes your doubt that you can do this stuff. Simple. So simple, so simple. All these other groups, they want you to sit in Indian style and wait for somebody to come kick you in the back or some shit. I don't know. They said, do you meditate? What for? I'll talk straight to him. Do you change your diets? No, I eat whatever I want. Do you do this? Do you do that? No. What? Come on, get with the program. It's that simple. And then here's the crazy part about it. It's actually fun. When you do reconnect, because we're all, I shouldn't say, well, when you fully connect to Daddy, because we're all part of Daddy. Daddy made us all. Okay? When you fully connect to him, where you're having conversations with him, he's going to say things that you wouldn't even believe it was him. Okay? Like really wild stuff. And you'll just be laughing and like, did you just say that? He'll say yes. He'll say yes. He'll say yes. He's taunting me about my kids, right? He's like, they're going to drive you nuts like you drive them nuts. I said to him, and me and my second in command were on the phone. I said to him, well, I'm going to disown them. Daddy says, I tried that. This is wild stuff. This is unbelievable, true stuff. You guys can check it with your muscle testing, pendulums, no matter what method you use, it's all going to be true. Hands down.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, what else? Who's next? I love this shit, by the way.
Can you go back to the plugging in of the med beds? So are you saying, what do you think about the med beds, apart from the fact you plug them in and everything else? Will they do anything that the Celestial Chambers does?
Well, you're talking about med beds and Celestial Chambers. I don't, those are two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The med beds are pretty much like the fly equipment. It's a device plugged up to a computer. Let's say you're in the chamber, or you're in not the chamber, if you're in the bed and somebody spills coffee on that device, what's going to happen to you? I just personally,
We'll turn into a cup of coffee.
right. I mean, personally, me being who I am, I wouldn't touch nobody else's stuff, only because I know for a simple fact that my stuff is pure. I do know that people will go into these chambers and will not receive what they are expected to receive, paid a lot of money, and then have to come over to the source directive side and go into a chamber that won't even be paid for. I also know that not a lot of people will do it because they're going to be freaked out about the shit. It don't matter to me. I do, and I'm saying it because this is what Daddy tells me. Everything I told you guys is what he tells me. The crystalline chambers are also devices that the secret space program use, and it's the same concept, the same deal. You got a platform. I mean, you got a crystalline chamber. I mean, a celestial chamber, because there's different things. that you walk into it and somebody hits the button or pulls a lever and then light comes up, blah, blah, blah. And then who knows what the hell is going to happen to you. Well, I've heard all types of stories. I really don't even pay it no mind because we got the most advanced stuff on the planet. You're talking about, again, a crystalline chamber that you walk into it and your creator controls it. You can't get no better than that. Ever. Like ever. Also, the med beds and the crystalline chambers cannot bring people back from the dead. We can. Okay?
How do you do that when their bodies are buried or they're into their ashes? You retrieve their soul somehow?
Consciousness, yes. You pull their consciousness, you put it in the device, lights pop up, and they walk right out. Yes. It's that simple. Daddy
with their new body.
Slip in.
With their new body, yes.
Yeah.
Daddy can revive anyone, anywhere, whenever he wants to. He just did it yesterday here.
Really? So if we just had somebody that just passed away, a loved one or something, how would you just call their spirit in, their name? How would you go about that?
Well, I would do it just the way I showed you. I'll just snatch their ass up, throw them in the chamber.
God, I would love it if you could do that for my friend Marvin, who just didn't want to have to leave, and he had to leave, and we kept saying, no, we really believe you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here. And he said, I do too. But he couldn't hold on any longer. He had cancer. It was just terrible.
Well,
he just passed last month. And I it's like, God, if there be a way to bring him in, because he was going to partner with us all in these centers. Do all this great stuff.
That does not mean that he will still not partner with you with these centers.
Well, in spirit, yeah.
No, I'm talking about coming back in the flesh. But here's the thing. If he's gone right now, that's because he was supposed to, no matter what y'all believe.
Yeah, I know. That's what we did.
I agree.
Right. Like I speak bluntly, and some people call me savage or whatever it is, but I keep it real. If we lose people now before these events take place, they wasn't supposed to be here. So get over the shit.
Right.
Get over it. Move on.
Yeah.
Because we're literally days away from all these stuff happening where they will walk back in. I lost my mother last year, and she was what I thought was going to be the first ones that I put through the chambers and heal a new body, right? Turns out she's going to be the first one I bring back now. Okay?
Wow.
So I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
I also know she's going to have a beautiful house, and she's going to plant garden and vegetables and all that. And I'll be popping in, dimensionally, portals, teleportation. Hey, I came to get some peppers, and then leave.
What's your dinner, Mom?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm literally, we are literally preparing everybody for it. And they're censoring me so much, the good and the bad and the good side, that we're getting to a point where I'm going to start buying up all of these platforms because Daddy already said so. What are you going to do then when I own everything? Everything will be straight up truth across the board. No more bullshitting, no more lollygagging, no more, none of it, because we'll have full control of what the people hear, see, and all the other fun stuff. That's what we all want, right or wrong?
Right.
Yes.
Right. Amen.
Not to mention the most important part of it all, the love vibration on the planet will literally, they won't be able to stand on this earth no more. That's why a lot of them are all dead. Because of the energies are so high right now. Like if you want to see a cabal member expire, keep putting heavy love and light blankets around them.
Okay, because they can't handle that.
Crazy. Yeah, they'll go crazy. They will go.
I have another question for you about the chambers and whatnot. Because as they were all saying that the med beds, and this just really felt intuitively like such a God thing, that in order to be healed, you would not have to afford to be healed, but that you would be automatically healed everybody on the planet for free. So how does that come into play with the crystalline chambers? Is there a price? I mean, because there's so many people out there that don't have the funds for something like that. How do you handle that?
Okay, you just answered your own question.
You heal yourself so you don't have to get on the crystalline
No,
chamber?
they'll be given for free. And
Okay.
that's why I was trying to say in the beginning,
Okay.
there's 1,000 of them. People will receive training, and those that are trained to use them will do it for free. I mean, you can always donate to me. I ain't gonna say no.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. It pays to
But
have
yeah.
a sense of humor.
Well,
How-
some individuals will be transformed by me personally, because Daddy wants me to make examples out of people, and he'll just choose. Actually, he already chose. I'll just go, hey, what's up? Pow, like that. The rest of you guys can take the chamber because I'm busy. I'm gonna go sip some pina colada somewhere.
That's okay. That if the chamber, if it's there for us, then we certainly wouldn't turn it away.
Right. Well, we're going to have events too, where people are going to come to events, get healed up, enjoy music. We'll bring Michael Jackson and people like that back. It's going to be wild. It's going to be fun.
It's gonna
And
be
we're
great.
doing a lot of it here in Destin. This is why I'm here. The portals are already open. We're just waiting for the approval to bring the chambers in and drop them off.
Smarty, so the portals are open. Doesn't that mean to say dark entities can come through as well?
No, because I put a field on the portal. And
Okay.
plus we have full control of my portals. There's angelics on each side of the portals. Not to mention, I'm always checking up on things. The angelics, galactics, they all work for me. A lot of them, it don't matter what type of being it is, I can take them out. Don't matter. This is the truth. This is a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I say that are really like red pills, like super red pills. This guy just said he could take angels out. Yes, I can.
That's the dark angels, of course.
Anyone, it don't matter. But that's the
You don't want
the
to take
power.
the good ones out.
Well, if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, or if they go to the other side, I mean, eventually, you get. For instance, if I get approval to remove a being, because angels are nothing but beings of light, right?
Right.
But if I get approval to remove one of them, it's curtains. That's why I always say to everybody, if Daddy forgives you for what you've done, I cannot do nothing to you. So that's also in the Bible. Repent, or whatever you want to call it, then I won't come after you, because that's my job. My job is to clean house, get rid of them all, whether it's tear them apart piece by piece, evaporation, teleport them over here, over there. And that's it. That's my job. Some of it's not pretty, especially when I started going in and out the portals, in these chambers where they were molesting and eating children. Okay, I tore them apart, like literally tore them apart. It was so gruesome that I thought I was in trouble afterwards. I asked Daddy about it. He says, that's your job. I says, ooh, okay. I got excited after that, just so you know, because I know that what I'm doing is correct, is right. It's the right thing to do for the humans, for our people, for our species, for our beings. And those entities taking advantage of us is fucking over. Excuse my French.
So Smarty, what's the status of the dumbs? Like, what's the real status of the dumbs in the tunnels? And the trafficking centers.
Good point.
Well, the trafficking and all that's pretty much is done. All of the bases are taken over. We actually got equipment in all of them. We took over the secret space program. We took over the bases. We took over everything. That's the reason why you see all of our ships in the skies. Okay, the reason why we're doing little disclosure here and there is because the military and certain groups want to do a soft disclosure. So while they're running around doing their little soft disclosure, they're also shitting bricks because you got balls of light, okay, ships popping up everywhere, and they don't even know what the hell to do. So, and they also listen to all my conversations, so they know. We took over everything, every little thing.
All right. So how can the average person expand their consciousness and release their limitations? And what can they do to help?
Well, first of all, they have to release their limitations and realize that, you know, God, Daddy is in control. He's in control of your life too. I mean, he did give you free will, all of y'all, everybody. He gave everybody free will. He also gave y'all source directives. Okay, there's a big difference. I teach source directives. Okay, what source directives is your connection to your creator and doing what he wants you to do. First, you have to reinforce that connection, bond with him. Then, and only then, will you be able to go on the path that he created for you. It's called God's plan, right? But we have a more advanced saying, which is source directives. They only call God here on earth. They don't call him God out there. You understand?
Mhm.
Now you have free will. Free will is when you wake up and you think you got control of your whole life. You do whatever the hell you want to do, and things don't go your way. That's free will. You think they're going your way, and then something messes up. Then you're praying to him, and he's like, well, I told you not to do that. You understand? So you do have free will, or you got source directives. If I was everybody, I would want to do their source directives. And a lot of y'all already doing that because y'all humanitarians, y'all helping, y'all doing your part. You want to do so much more. That's literally a source directive. My source directives is to do what I've already done, do what I continue to do, and teach everybody that wants to learn my simple method and reproduce what I'm doing. Because you can take my method and you can integrate it in your own stuff, and then you'll see that you'll have more capabilities with it all. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's where we're going. Everybody's going to be on the same page. Things are going to be better than we all expected, including myself. And I'm excited, very excited. In the meantime, I'm doing my part to also heal the people. Those holograms that everybody's downloading around the world took me time, energy, downloading, all that stuff. And I do it for free. That's for free. The only thing I get paid for is the actual products, which are cool looking products, by the way, right? I don't charge for the method, the holograms, nothing. If you text me and want a healing like I just did on that dog, I'm not charging for it. That's my source directives. Pow, done. So I live off of my cool little gadgets that do exactly what I say they do too. But nobody has to pay me for nothing. I do appreciate all of the people ordering my stuff, but at the end of the day, that's not what it's about. Because like she was asking about the chambers, they will be for free. They're already built. They're ready to go. We're just waiting on source approval.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
That's why I say everybody should be excited. And everybody's going to listen to these videos and be like, yes, let's go. And what's happening is every so many months or years, more and more people are joining, more and more people are learning the method. And it's like people are literally crying because they found us. And we don't charge to help people out. The holograms are free. The money that I make also goes back into products. You know, all of this stuff costs money. I wish I could do it for free. Nobody's fucking helping me. These government officials and all these assholes, you know, they're not helping me. Trump and his crew, they're not helping me. None of them. You understand? You want transparency? How about you come help me? Matter of fact, fuck y'all. Don't help me.
No. What about the crystalline chamber for the you know, the thing in the arm? I mean, will it
It works for everything.
for everything?
Yeah, that's not even a thing. That's not a thing to me, because I go boom and it's gone. Your whole
Poof,
body.
and so your DNA, it just completely reatomizes your DNA.
Just by me going like that, boom, yeah.
King, okay.
Yeah. There's a matter of fact, there's a free hologram that's called the jab remover or some shit, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, all you do is you print it out like so. You do like so, you do like so and so, right?
And you just drink out of the glass with that sticker on it and presto, right?
And you're cured, yes.
Wow,
Any-
okay.
Anybody
All right.
tells
Wow.
you different, if anybody tells you different, tell them to come see me.
Okay. So is that on your website, that the Jabberdoodle thing?
Everything is on. It's either on my website or Bubble Up. Bubble Up is,
right.
yeah, Bubble Up is also in the Source Directive group. Everything's there. Just
Okay.
take everybody. This is for everybody, not for you, not for just y'all. Everybody, take your time. Go look at the free stuff. I got requests for all types of stuff that I've already made years ago. So go in there and go look for it.
Yeah.
So you just take a sticker, one of those
Yes.
stickers, put it on your glass, and then whatever, and then you drink down whatever's in the glass. And just because of the vibration of that sticker, right?
The
That
frequency.
it connects with your brain, and your brain completely reatomizes the problem.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a
Okay,
photo.
and it only takes one time, right? You just, that one time to kind of bring those frequencies back into your body.
It all depends on what it is. Like diseases and stuff like that, it's one shot. If it's like broken bones or ligaments, keep drinking. It'll be fixed. You're nothing but energy anyway. I
Right.
designed my stuff in such a way where it will literally repair your body. And this
Okay.
is just to get everybody prepared for what's coming, which is the chambers.
Yeah. Now, if you needed surgery for something that you didn't want to go to Western medicine, because we know what that's all about. You don't want to end up ever in a hospital. But you had some kind of surgery that you needed to have done. Rather than wait for a chamber, could you do it through a hologram and just have it corrected? I mean, say if you had like a hernia of some kind, what would you do for that? Just as a hologram, or would you need to wait for a crystalline chamber?
Well, you can use, the answer is no, you don't have to wait. You can use holograms or you can use the Jedis. There's a group called Healings and Requests.
Mm-hmm.
The Jedis, I've taught them to be able to see what your problem is.
Psychic surgery?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
We'll remove it. Done.
Okay.
It's done by
I've
frequency.
That's
Done
right.
by
I've
frequency.
done it. I've
Yeah.
done it thousands and thousands of times. I've healed people, brought them back from the dead. If you need a new heart, I go in, take your heart, boom, 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 send it up, grab a new one, put it back. Linda, what was it? Linda Morton Howe, or whatever her name is. She did investigations on these cattle. Okay, now these cattle had missing body parts. Inside body parts were missing with no surgical evidence, right?
Incisions, yeah.
So what happened? Exactly what I just explained. They went in energetically because we're nothing but energy. They went in energetically, took the organs so that they can make their little alien babies. That's what the fuck happened. Now, I put an end to that too, so don't worry. So what we do is we do the same thing. No matter what it is, we'll move in, grab a heart, replace it. Grab a kidney, replace it. Tumor's gone, just like that. Because what I think, what happens is when you learn the method, you get stronger and stronger, and your abilities start enhancing, and then you start to see everything, and you're like, oh shit, this is real.
So how do you get a hold of the
Sorry to
Jedi?
interrupt. Guys, I'm really sorry to interrupt, but I need to go now because of my childcare. So I just want to say thank you so much, Smarty.
Thank you.
I'm
You're welcome.
very grateful. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
I'll see you all again, okay?
Take
All
care.
right, have a good one.
Right,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome.
Again.
Bye-bye, honey.
Yep. My question is, how do we get a hold of the Jedi? I mean, are these this team of yours called the Jedis? How do we get in touch with them if we need further assistance that way?
There's telegrams. Everybody's in Telegram. Sue will post that. I'm sure she posts it all the time.
Okay.
But they'll be in the bottom of this video. It's a Telegram group. It's called
Right.
Source Directives. You
Right.
come in. Once you go in there, you'll get links to all the other groups. Plus, my own Telegram is King John Smarty. I post links in there too. So we're not hard to find. The problem is people don't even realize we're here because of all the censoring.
Okay.
Which is why our ships are popping up everywhere, because I'm tired of this shit.
Right.
I want to get
Yes,
past
right.
it.
We do too.
I know.
We're with you.
But at the same time, you gotta allow the process, because you don't want to stress yourself out. I've been there. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to happen to deal with what I'm dealing with, and also know that it's a process, because I want it done like yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm literally the fastest one on earth. I'm actually the fastest one in the entire universe. So imagine being the most fastest thing that creator created, and you still have to wait to do things. That's where I'm at.
Is this spiritual law? Is that part of it? And free will connected, those two things that
Yes.
make it a slower time and manifesting?
Yeah, that does have a role in it, but there
Yeah.
are some things that Daddy will give me the approval for. For
Mhm.
instance, the cabal having free will, and that's why they did what they did. And
Right.
their time is up, which is why now I can do what I can do.
Yes.
However, what's happening now is that we're taking people left and right that the good guy and the cabal can't even keep up. That's why you see so many different people looking so differently, because we're taking them all.
Okay.
Biden is like, he's been taken a bunch of times. They got to replace him real quick.
Well, yeah, his battery's running low.
That's a whole bunch of bullshit there. I'm not even gonna get into
What
it.
is
but
that anyway?
You know what I'm saying? That right now it's somebody with a mask. That's all it is right now. But
Yeah.
what's happening is we are literally taking individuals, and if they don't get evaporated, we're taking them to the ships for holding, because not only do they have to face trial here, there's also trial going on elsewhere, and the end result to some of these beings is their soul. Because once I get to take your soul, you're done, like done. So that's the end result for them.
Hmm.
The thing about it is that we can't just do it to everybody across the board. He's giving them chances. Okay, they all know I'm here. I'm open with it. I'm telling y'all what the fuck I'm doing to y'all. Okay, and I'm giving y'all chances, and they're not taking it serious. They are right now, but 2 years ago they weren't taking it serious. Right now they are. Right now they're like, holy shit. You understand what I'm saying? You're talking about somebody that can be in their poo and make you and your whole team have heart attacks at the same time. or put heat on your asses to move your asses. So again, we have to allow the process. I can't just go and do it. I have to have approval to do it from daddy. Once I do get approval,
Yeah.
this is real. This is
So
very
what do you,
real.
what do you foresee? What do you foresee in this next month? Any thoughts on that? Any thing to enlighten us with and going into this next month, which we are hearing is supposed to be so pivotal for us all?
Well, I do know that there are massive wealth transfers taking place as we speak. Okay, I do know that's for sure. Me and my crew are in line to receive some of these wealth transfers. And when we do, that's when we will get the chambers. Until then, there won't be no chambers. So that's why we are working day and night to get these transactions done.
Okay. And are you working with the Alliance?
The Alliance worked for me.
Okay. Gotcha.
Do I look like I'm joking, by the way?
Joking?
No.
Won't say that, no. Dare say that, no. Just in case we go, zap.
I'm literally the only one in the entire world that talks like me. Why is that?
I can agree with that.
Exactly. Because you know why that is because what I'm telling everybody is the truth. Like daddy convinced me that this is my job. Daddy convinced me that I'm who I say I am. Daddy convinced me of my abilities. So do you really think I'm worried about anything or anyone on this planet? No. And you can call me cocky, you can call me egotistic. None of that shit matters to me. None of it. It's all true. So y'all can kiss my royal ass, okay?
Well, we really appreciate your transparency.
Yeah.
Somebody got to do it, and I volunteered for this shit, so I'm going to make sure it's done. Done, and done. Okay?
Well,
Done.
we appreciate that.
So one more question, Smarty. So are there other people like you? Because I have a shaman friend, and he does an awful lot of off-world stuff with fighting the demons and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Are you aware of those people too?
Yeah. No matter how you look at it, there are beings like myself, but not exactly like myself. And they all work for me because when they get out of line, who has to put them in place? Me. And if anybody wants to deny it, that's fine, because they will have a come to Jesus moment, if you would, and it'll be me. Okay?
All righty.
You're funny, Smarty. You're funny.
All right.
No,
Perfect. So in the description box below, I'm going to put links for all of us and how to get to the Smarty groups on Telegram. Any final questions?
Can you make it happen tomorrow?
Yeah, please.
Hey, God loves a trier. Come on.
The only thing I'll say to that is make a wish.
Oh, we put that out there day and night. I mean,
I know,
and
I work on it day and night.
Yeah.
And trust me, Daddy knows everything. He knows all of y'all. He knows what y'all going to do before you do it. I'm working tirelessly to get this done. And this is real. This is very, very real. This is not no bullshit. It's irrelevant what people think about what I say and do. It don't matter. And I also keep things entertaining. If you guys are following my Telegram, I'm posting shit that's happening. I'm doing all types of things just to keep people entertained, laugh. I'm posting screenshots of testimonies. I mean, Dad, look, even in the Bible, it says, when I return, I will be the comforter. I'm comforting everybody, having everybody chill the fuck out while I finish working. Okay? Do you understand? Don't you
So I heard, and you might want to answer this one, Sue. I heard that that Jesus was in a ship in Sedona.
I'm
I think
everywhere. I'm everywhere. That's the answer to that.
Okay, so you're kind of the physical embodiment right now of Jesus then, is that?
My name is not Jesus. It was never
Or
Jesus.
Sananda or Yahweh.
Sananda.
Sananda,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeshua.
Sananda, Yahweh.
Yeshua. I'm literally
Yeshua,
split.
yes.
I'm literally split in 100 pieces right now.
But
All
you're a
around.
fractal? Is that what would it be? A fractal, soul fractal of?
No. I'm the one
No?
and only. I'm the
Okay.
one and only. But what it is my body here has been reproduced so that I'm working on multiple things throughout the universe at once. You're gonna witness me talking to individuals on the airwaves, and also me posting pictures in my poop.
Okay. Okay.
Love it.
Yep. All right.
Well, when you understand that portal jumping is very real, and when you understand that people actually do it and teleport and all that stuff, then you're going to see how this was all possible. And the reason why I say those things is because I don't put limitations on Daddy. I don't put limitations on myself. If he says it's possible, he'll make me do it, and I'll do it. So
Yeah.
that's why I say nobody has to convince me of anything, because I've seen shit that's unexplainable to me, and I do things. Okay, I literally do things. I love healing people. I love giving orders. I love putting heat on people's asses. I love all that. That's my job.
Gotcha.
So just keep up the good work, ladies. I gotta go. I got the intel call.
Thank you.
Love you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we could
Thank
do this
you.
again some other time. Next time.
Okay,
come
thank
out
you very
with a
much.
notepad.
There's going to be
With the
more
questions.
questions after this, for sure. But just
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
soak it into
Sounds good.
as we soak it into the psyche, there's definitely going to be more questions.
Yeah, no
All right.
worries, no worries. Take
Appreciate
your time, write it all down. We'll talk later on. Love you guys.
Love you
Okay,
too,
thank
Smarty.
you.
Bye-bye.
Too.
Marty, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for your time.